Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are new here, please be sure to click the subscribe button as well as the notifications bell so you get notified every single time I post a new video. If you're already part of the family, what's popping, what's happening, what's good, and thank you so much for tuning in again. Today we're going to be doing a chit chat, get ready with me, and I'll be trying some new products. If you want to see how I achieved this red look and how I made a complete mess of my makeup, keep watching. Okay, so as you guys can see, I've done my eyebrows off camera already, but I'm going to hit you guys with a couple of disclaimers. So, I am not a makeup artist, first of all. I'm barely even a makeup enthusiast, so take it how you must. But I already find it drying because 8 people asked me to do a get ready with me, and specifically a makeup one, and I'm like, sis, why you want makeup tips from me? Because my makeup be looking crazy and janky. You don't want that. You don't want that. But here we are in the spirit of giving the people what they want. I'm doing this get ready with me. My eyebrows already don't match. One is more arched than the other, but you know what, like I said, I am not a makeup artist. I'm not even going anywhere, so I'm not really too fussed about that. This is not an accurate representation of how my makeup looks all the time. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that sometimes we do a lot better than this, sis. So yeah. But yes, like I said, I have already done my eyebrows off camera. I just use an eyebrow pencil. Because I feel like I'm not skilled enough, I don't mess with the eyebrow gels, the eyebrow pomades, all of that. That's not my thing. Or dip brow gel, all of that. I don't really mess with that because, okay, first of all, I don't have any eyebrows. You guys probably saw this in my mukbang video. If you haven't, check that out. But I don't really have eyebrows, and that's because alopecia runs in my family on my mom's side. So it's difficult for me to work with basically no eyebrows and create eyebrows. It's already difficult enough to do that with pencil. So gel, dip, gel, pomade, all of that, can't do it. So I just use a pencil. I use either the MUA pencil in black brown or the Rimmel one. I forgot what color it is in Rimmel, but one of the two. So I personally use a pencil, and I've done my concealer with LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toffee. Sometimes I use the Sometimes I use the Makeup Revolution London Concealer and Defined Concealer. It's full coverage concealer and contour, and I use the shade C13.5, but it's not as light as this one, and I think I prefer the texture of the LA Girl Pro Conceal for my eyebrows and when I'm gonna do my eyeshadow, and then I prefer the Makeup Revolution for actual highlight. So yeah. But yeah, in today's video I actually want to try a couple of new things. So I think the main new things I'm going to be trying today are this e.l.f. primer. I have very oily skin, so when I went to Superdrug, the girl recommended this one. I have seen people talk about it in the past or whatever. Obviously used to have different packaging. But yeah, this is the e.l.f. Blemish Control Face Primer. I don't know if this is helping, but yeah, it's apparently good for oily skin. The active ingredient is salicylic acid, so obviously if you have oily skin, you know that that's really good for your skin. It's not green or anything, fear not. But I'm going to try this today. I also use, normally like I use the Revolution Pro sprays, and I either use the Supreme Hold or the Sports, I think it's like Sport Fix or something like that. But today I'm going to be trying the Supreme Matte Finishing Spray. I want to see what that's like because, like I said, I have really oily skin. The next thing I'm going to be trying is the Collection 2000 Pressed Powder, and that's in the shade 03 Translucent. A couple of my YouTube faves have been using this for ages, and I just don't know why I've even been taking long to try it. Mikai uses it. I saw Alison as a Life of Else was using it. I forgot who else, but apparently the sis is really great, so I'm gonna find out for myself today. Lastly, I've really been dying to do a red lip. I just feel like going back to my old ways, even though at the time I didn't know anything I was doing in terms of makeup. But I really want to try a red lip. I feel like it looks so good on the brows, and I have FOMO. So because I'm not sure about my shades of red or whatever, I literally picked up it's apparently super matte kiss proof liquid lipstick from Primark. My friend Mimi uses it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna give this a try. I don't, like I said, probably gonna have to play quite a bit with lip liners in terms of, am I using brown, a dark purple, or what am I gonna have to do to obviously make the red work, because I'm not sure if this is my shade of red. But anyway, I've done all of that, so let's actually get into this video. Okay, so I'm just gonna put some concealer on my eyelids because I think I'm gonna attempt to do somewhat of a an eyeshadow look. I don't really know what I'm gonna go for, because what really actually goes with red? Yeah, what actually goes with red? I feel like it looks so much better when it's more on the natural side, so I'm gonna have to play around quite a bit to find the right combination of eyeshadows, if you get what I'm trying to say. I'm actually waffling this. This is hard. But yeah, what are we gonna talk about today? Because I was like, I don't want it to be a silent one, because I feel like, first of all, voiceovers and like silent get ready with me's are for people who actually know what the hell they're doing. This is a social experiment. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm honestly not gonna sit here in silence or voice over this. So we need to find something to talk about. Okay, as you can see, I'm obviously just sitting with concealer, getting it ready for me to do my eyeshadow. It's quite surprising that I'm even filming today, because I've had such a shit week. I've been quite ill, and also Aunt Flo came to visit, so this month my PMS was honestly bloody jarring. Like, it was crazy. And I'm pretty sure a few people noticed, because they had to face me. It wasn't bad, like I was screaming and stuff, but it was just one of those things like, it wasn't cute. And, my lips are dry, wait. So yeah, like I said, some people obviously had to get the tail end of that. Not cute. I tried my best to obviously not be a terrible monster, but obviously I could only try as much as I possibly could. And so yeah, it was just horrible. But yeah, my week's been horrible. I've been in a bit of a, like, I don't know, call it a creative block. That's a bit dramatic for me to call it a creative block, but I haven't really felt like filming. I haven't been really sure as to what video I want to put out next. I know somewhere along the line I'm going to want to do a swimsuit haul, but I'm not really sure like which one to start with. Like, do I want to do a Zaful, the Shein, or what, like, you know what I mean? Also, I think I mentioned this before in a couple of videos. I have gained weight, and I'm just kind of, well, it's kind of starting to like slowly shedding it off, but I just kind of feel like I have no business being on this Algo's internet with my fupa screaming hello, hi, how are ya? So, but yeah, like I said, I've been in this like creative block space, and it's been jarring, and so I just kind of wasn't really sure what direction to go in terms of, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I'm just dropping everything. But yeah, I wasn't really sure about what direction to go in terms of like what to film next, until like I went through like my YouTube book thing, and I was just like, you know what, let me just do this, get ready with me, since the suggestion is there. So here we are. But I've had such a horrible week, you guys. Like, one of those, I'm tired of everyone, I'm tired of everything, I just don't even want to be alive sometimes. I'm just like, anyway, enough of the morbid stuff. So yeah, it's been a bad week, but sometimes you just kind of have to pick up the pieces and keep moving. Like, you just gotta keep pushing, you know what I mean? We move. But yeah, I'm gonna take my Morphe palette. This is the 350 palette, the matte one, not the shimmery one. Well, duh, if it's matte, it doesn't shimmer. Anyway, I don't know. I think, you know what, I'm gonna try and keep it as close to natural as possible. So I'm gonna take this color here. This is my transition color that I normally use anyway. So we're gonna go with that and kind of see like where the road takes us. Okay, so as I was actually putting on the transition color, I was just like, you know what, because I'm trying to do a red lip, I might as well just keep the thing simple and just kind of as close to natural as possible. So I've just kind of filled my whole filled my whole like eyelid with the same color. And basically now I'm going to do blending overs because you gotta blend that eyeshadow, sis. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm not gonna touch it too much because whatever. By the way, my room is, you know what, I really feel like this is something I'm gonna need to address. I'm pretty sure that my setup probably looks very crazy and janky to people, but I have to do what I have to do. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes I'm filming and I'm like, ugh, this just looks so horrible. Sorry, guys. Yeah, anyway, this just looks so horrible and it's probably such an eyesore, but I have no option. Do you know what I mean? Also, obviously this is my makeup bag. Don't mind that box. Like while I'm here, this is from Say It With Cake. They make cupcakes, cakes, all of that stuff. I'm gonna put the Instagram over here and in the description box below, and the price list is over here as you guys can see. It's amazing. They are 10 out of 10. Chits did her thing. You guys better get some cupcakes. She's based in Romford at the minute, so obviously if you're anywhere in London, to be honest, she just delivers everywhere because I ordered these on a Monday night, so obviously she made them on a Tuesday and I had them by Wednesday. So do that. Obviously if you're in London, if you're in Romford or anywhere near East, you'll get them quicker, probably on the day that she makes them, but still she delivers everywhere, so you better do what you need to do. But back to what I was saying, don't mind, like sometimes I just feel like my setup probably irks everyone so much. I am sorry. One day when I'm stacked up, I'll have a little YouTube room, a little setup, and everything will make. So now I'm going to prime my face. Yeah, whatever. I hope this is good because guys, my skin is so oily, it's trash. It is absolutely horrific. But yeah, back to my horrible week, and you know, on flow not making things any easier. You guys can probably see my skin is looking like, hey, it's going through a lot. And I started using like some stuff from The Ordinary. I think it's the glycolic acid toner, and I really don't know how to say this word. I say azelaic acid. I don't know if that's it, but I've been using that, and it's been helping my hyperpigmentation and my scarring so much. But obviously when it's that time of the month, it's that time of the month, so yeah. But since we're looking for things to talk about as well, do you guys ever feel like you feel so like down and stuff like that, and like ugly and whatever when it's like that time of the month? Because I get that all the time. I literally feel like, who is that monster looking back at me in the mirror? It's so bad. And it's like, obviously it's normal that as a girl you have your down days, but it's so bad, and I don't know how to get myself to normalize looking like spotty and stuff like that when it's that time of the month. Like, you would think after all these years I'm used to it, but I'm just not. So I don't really see the point in me giving tips because, like I said, barely know what I'm doing. But I will say, like I said, I don't use beauty blenders. I use brushes. I personally feel like brushes give a more seamless finish for me, when I started using brushes, I was getting more seamless finishes and less like harsh lines, if that makes sense. As you guys saw even in the beginning, obviously the concealer I use is quite light. No one likes a halo brow, so being or given that I use a brush, it's a lot easier for me to go like in the perimeter of my eyebrows, both above and below, with a brush as opposed to with a beauty blender. I feel like with the beauty blender it's so much easier to make a mistake, whereas with the brush I've gotten as close as possible. I can get a little bit closer here, but like I said, I'm not really going anywhere. You guys get the gist. And if you guys kind of obviously rewind, you would have noticed that above here was a lot lighter where I had the concealer, but where I decided I don't want to do too much with the eyeshadow, it's easy for me to have eliminated all of that extra bit with a brush. So yeah, you know, back to the issue of like self-confidence and stuff like that, it's actually crazy because like I said, I've been wanting to do a swimsuit haul, and for a long time I was just like, ugh, I mean, not using it for a long time. I'm still feeling like that now. Like, who the heck wants to see? No one wants to see me looking chunky on this here Al Gore's internet. I'm sorry guys, I look like I'm picking my nose, but I have to fix my nose instead. Boring. But yeah, I don't want to come to this here. Oh, so I'm gonna mix the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Toffee with my Makeup Revolution one. I generally like more the texture of the Makeup Revolution, but the color for this one's really nice. And the Makeup Revolution one I'm going to use is literally just to add a little bit of lightness beneath my eyes, because that one is super light. That's in the shade 12.5. But yeah. And I'm just gonna, okay, so I used to do the triangle thing until I realized with the triangle thing, it's so much easier to keep dragging it out. So when I was watching, not the last video, the one before, Noctula's like, okay, I'm gonna put Noctula's channel name here, and I'll leave a link to a channel down below. But in one of her recent videos, she was talking about how she saw from someone else, I think it may have been Uche, she said, but how like instead of making the triangle kind of shape, just kind of leaving it here, so that obviously by the time you drag it all the way out, you're not gonna overdo it. And I tried it once and it worked really good, so I'm gonna do that today and hopefully it works good. I'm using the same brush I used for my foundation, by the way. I feel like the leftover foundation helps. Same as for those who use beauty blenders, you would obviously use the beauty blender you just used. So now I'm gonna kind of go in with this pressed powder for the areas I highlighted. I'm gonna do that and literally just kind of press it in. I'm using like a light brush. It's not really like tapered, it's more angled, if that makes sense. And I'm just kind of gonna press it into the areas that I highlighted. That's what I've seen the people them do. So hopefully that works. What do you guys actually use for, like, do you guys use pressed powder? Do you guys bake? I used to bake. I don't really like it anymore. I felt like the finish was way too cakey. Like, even looking back at some of those old pictures, I'm like, oh, that is not, this looks really nice. Can you see that? Oh, I like that. Wow. Oh my god. Wow. So for extra like reassurance or extra safety, I'm gonna take Banana Dreams this, what is this, loose powder, and not really bake. I'm gonna put some of it beneath my eye, because that's the area I feel like creases the most, and that's the area I want to bring the most brightness to. This will look really white, but fear not, don't worry about it. Okay, so I was talking about how I don't bake. Actually, on my nose, I leave it for a little bit longer, for very long actually, because my nose is so oily, it's gross. And then the thing is, obviously, if you're out and it starts to get oily, then you have to put a little bit of powder on it, but then you would have put highlights on it, and then you have to fix that as well. Wrong thing. So on my nose, I do actually leave loose powder on there a little bit longer. I really like the Banana Dreams one, and it's cheap as well. It's like £3. I used to use the Benai one. The Benai one I do use, oh flip, I forgot the name of the shade, but like, yeah, I don't use the translucent one in Benai, but for translucent powder I use this one because I ain't got Laura Mercier money. So okay, so now I'm gonna go over what is this, my foundation and stuff. I used to contour, I don't contour anymore. I just feel like I can't be asked for it anymore. Also, I just felt like there's no point in trying to like over chisel my face, because at the end of the day you're gonna see me in person and see that this has got cheeks. Do you know what I mean? Also, where I'm not like that skilled in makeup, it's really difficult for me to get it like super seamless, if that makes sense. Like, there are times I contour my face and I'm not saying like you can see my line is unblended, but I feel like, I don't know if you guys follow Emreezy. Do you know how Amra does her contour? Is literally like, oh my goodness. I don't have that kind of skill, so I just feel like there's no point. So I don't really contour my face often. It's really not often. But yeah, I'm just gonna go in with this it's the L'Oreal Paris True Match powder, and it's super blendable perfecting powder. This is in the same shade of, the same shade as my foundation, so this is 9N. So I'm just gonna talk you through this. I might as well. I'm gonna try bring it up as much as possible, like closer to my highlight, so as to try and like fix the thing. Because okay, normally if I had contoured, obviously that would have kind of been fixed, but where I'm not contouring, I have to bring this up quite high, if that makes sense, because like I said, I don't want my highlight to go all the way here. So I'm going to be bringing a lot of this up and kind of adding the powder there. Okay, so now lightly, I'm going to put a little bit over the place that I highlighted. Only because, as you can see, it's very, very bright. So I tend to put the blendable powder, or the perfected blendable powder, over this because I don't want it to look too bright. Especially by the time I'm, like if I was going somewhere, the flash photography wouldn't give me any flashback or anything. But it would just be really, really like boom in your face. So I kind of use this over that to kind of tone it down a little bit. You're going to see the difference in a second. So as you guys can see, once I've put the blendable powder, it looks a lot more like toned down. It's not screaming, "Hi, how are ya?" in your face. So what I'm gonna do first is, I don't know which one to use first. I think I'm gonna put the Supreme Matte Spray first, and then I'm so sorry about my nose stud, but yeah, I'm gonna do the Supreme Matte Spray first, and then I'll move on to Supreme Hold like later, so that it just kind of obviously holds. Do you guys see what I meant about, okay, maybe it's because I'm really bad at it. Maybe I'm the problem when it comes to beauty blenders. Do you see what I mean when when I say it's more seamless? This is what I mean. Okay, I've just cleaned up my lips and my nose stud. My nose stud is pink though, so kind of looks like I have foundation all over it. But now we're gonna move on to liner and lashes. I think I'm just gonna speed right through this because I'm probably bound to make a mistake. If you don't see the footage, means I made a mistake. So I'm gonna speed right through this because so just as I expected, my winged liner looks crazy. This is why I don't try new things. Don't try this at home, kids. Well, obviously you can only try this at home. Don't try new things. Thank goodness I'm not going anywhere. Do you know what I mean? But if you're going somewhere, don't. Okay, so I went and did my lashes and liner off camera. The lashes made the attempted wing liner look less janky, but generally this is still the ghetto, sis. Don't be fooled. This is exactly why I was saying no one has any business trying to take makeup tips from me. Don't do it. Save yourself, sis. Want better for yourself. To highlight my face, I use the Technique Get Gorgeous 24 karat highlighting powder. It says 24 karat gold, but you know how these things just be labeling things. I don't actually feel like it's 24 karat gold. What I am going to do is use an eyeshadow brush, and this is for the bridge of my nose. It's obviously more, what is this, concise? That's the word I'm looking for. This highlighter is literally my be-all end-all highlighter. I've never seen something that works so well on myself that gives enough like glow, like a lot. So let me not say enough glow, a lot, without looking like ashy-ish. My complexion is very like brown. Like I'm not really dark enough to be like a dark skinned, like I'm brown skinned, you know what I mean? And it's really difficult to find my tones of gold. The pink highlight, when I tried it, didn't work for me. Something that's too gold, like let's say Fenty Trophy Wife, apart from the texture, is too gold for my skin, so I don't use that. Anything that's champagne goldy makes me look like ashy, so this is literally my everything. But yeah, I'm gonna use that eyeshadow brush for my nose. Sometimes I use a fan brush, sometimes I don't, but I tend to use a fan brush for my Cupid's bow. And then I'll use like another tapered brush for like my cheekbones. So I'm just gonna do my Cupid's bow real quick. I'm gonna use this tapered brush for my cheekbones. Oh, let's get this out the way. Do you see that? Oh my. Exciting. So I just like layer more and more and more until I'm satisfied with my highlight. I don't need that much on this side anymore. It's more the other side. here we are. I'm quite happy with that. And it's not like I'm going anyways. So if you guys follow me on Snapchat or Instagram, you know that I like to have my little dots on my face. Yeah, oh, that's a big one. Today is just not the day for any of this. It's just not working out for me, but whatever, we move. I literally just place them everywhere, just randomly. I'm gonna do 2 there. 1 down here. I don't know why my thingies are coming out so bloody big. They're coming out so big today. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that before I fuck that up. This has been such like a terrible attempt at doing get ready with me's, and this is where like I never wanted to do one in the first place, because apart from my makeup being VV basic, I just kind of knew I was gonna mess this up. I knew. Okay, so I've just lined my lips. I have an MUA brow pencil, but I use that one in the shade, what is this? Ooh. Brunette. So a lot lighter than my pencil, obviously, so it's not the same one. Ooh. This is mighty red. Yikes. Wish me luck. Well. As you can see, this is rather bright, but I'm gonna make it work. Wait. Okay, so as you can see, this is super bright. This is like, what is it called? It's even called cherry bomb. This is super bright. So what I'm gonna do is I have this like brown lipstick from the hair shop, and I'm gonna try and add that and see if it makes a difference, just to kind of like turn this red down. Obviously, where the lipstick is matte, both of them are matte. I have to just dab, 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 see? Oh, I like that. Okay, so I added that brown lipstick, and as you can see, it made all the difference. I just needed to be neater with the lining of my lips because I tried to go over it, but like the lipstick is so thick that once it's dry, it's dry. This is the red one, and obviously it's from Primark, so yeah. I'm just gonna have the last batch of fixing spray, well, setting spray. So guys, this is the finished look. I'm actually quite happy with that, bar the winged liner disaster we faced, but I 100% was not gonna take it off and start my face again. Wasn't doing that. I'm happy I found a way to make the red lipstick work. I'm happy the brown kind of managed to tone it down, because as you all saw, it was looking way too bright for me. But I am perfectly happy with this shade. I actually really like the shade of red. I feel like I have a go-to now. No, not a go-to, because it's not like you just walk around wearing red all day every day. However, now we have a look, now we have something we can work with, so I'm very happy with that. Yeah, this get ready with me, as you guys saw, was an epic fail. I'm just happy you're still watching, if you're still watching at this point in the video. Please be sure to click the subscribe button as well as the notifications bell so you get notified every single time I post a new video. Let me know in the comment section below what we can actually do to improve this get ready with me situation. Do you think the voiceovers would probably be the best way for me to do it, or do you feel like if I had a set topic it would be easier for me to just talk? Let me know. Do you think I should even still do these get ready with me's? Because honestly, this was a fail. I don't see myself doing it again. If I do it again, I don't know if for the chit chat situation, because that multitasking was hard. Kudos to you people who can do it, because today I failed. But yes, just let me know in the comment section what you guys think, if you think it's useful, and thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.